Hey everyone, good evening. I hope all of you are great. My name is Faizan. Little bit about me. I've been teaching for a couple of years. I also cracked exams in my time. I went to SSCBS and I also cracked IIM, so I studied there. But currently, I'm working on my own initiative and I love to teach. So I hope today's class is going to be on time and work. As you can see, I've written work, rate, efficiency, time. These are some of the terms. So I'm going to talk about time and work and have a couple of examples. So this is going to be a very short video. This is going to be more of a common sense discussion type video. And I will start first with telling you what work is and how it is related to time. So work and time, these have a great combination and they have an inverse sort of relationship. So, and why is it so? Because it's very common sense. If you bring more people into any job, let's say you are having a mason or you are doing a physical work or something that is related to content writing, any kind of work in the real life, you bring more people, then naturally the time required to complete the task would become less. That's common sense. Now, this relationship between the work and time, which will be, as you will see forward, will be in questions as well. So, as you increase the number of or the number of people, the time will decrease. That is the first idea that I want to share with you. The next idea I want to share with you, friends, is that what happens is in questions, you will have a relationship between not just men or number of people, but also some variables. And that thing would be efficiency. Now, you all know that not everyone has the same sort of skill sets, right? Or not everyone is more as capable. They're not, everyone has a different capability. Everyone is good and talented, but they have a different set of skill sets. In some questions, what will happen is there will be a couple of people who are doing a job and their time is given to you, but their efficiencies will be different. So you have to be careful. So I will introduce you efficiency as we move forward in this couple of questions that I have written over for you. And these are the three main ideas that we will probably discuss in today's session: work, time, and efficiency. Right. So we'll get started. First question, please have a look. This is the first example number one. It talks about number of people, and then what happens is that some people leave and so on. Think about, take a moment, please pause this video, see how you would be able to solve this question. All right. I hope you have read the question. I'm going to give you a small hint. This is the solution. My handwriting is not good. I mean, it's okay. It's not good, not bad. So we'll have to see that. So we'll talk about men. Men is here. We'll make another column. I like tape columns. So we'll call this, maybe this is as time. Now, what is number of laborers? I think the number of laborers is given to me, a group of laborers to a piece of work in 10 days. It's not given to me. I'll assume it is X because in the question, it talks about a group of laborers. It does not talk or tell you about the number of laborers who are actually doing the job. So I've assumed it as X because it's a variable number. You can assume it as per your own wish. So now against X, what I'm going to do, as you can guess, is in the column that I have of time, I'm going to mention the number of days. So this is going to be 10 days. So you have this one information. The next information tells you that five laborers were actually absent. Now I'm going to put that as X minus 5. And it also tells you that these X minus 5 people complete the work in 12 days. And these are the two information that is given to us. Now you will see that I'm going to use the idea that the more the number of people, the lesser the number of time taken. There is this sort of a inverse relationship. So what is happening currently here is that the number of people are actually what X minus 5. That means, as you can see, I'm going to write it in a fraction way. So I'm going to write X and then I'm going to write not 10, but I'm going to write 12, but not here, but I'm going to write it over here. Or you can also write it like this, X by 10. This also is fine. x minus 5, 12. I'm going to write like this, right? So this is how you write, because there is, as I told you, there is like the inverse proportionality here. Now you solve this, I think I'm sure you get the answer. You get 2x, 12 here, 10 here, and 12x, 10x minus 50, right? 12x is equals to 10x minus 50. Or just a minute, a small error here. I'll just rectify this quickly. Yeah. Yeah, what happens over here is that if I'm taking the number of men, then this 10 should be here. So I'm going to write like this. This is right. As I told you that this will always be proportional inversely. That means that I have to write for the number of days, men X, I have to write time over here, and so on. I have to write like this. Please make that small correction, right? So we'll move ahead. Now I get 10x is equals to 12x, and then you multiply, you get 60. From here, you get 2x is equals to 60, and therefore you'll get the answer for x, which should be 30. But that is not, that's the answer that which you will anyway get. The important thing is that did you understand how I solve this question, right? Did you understand this part? And that is what I want to talk about. All right, this is the first example. I'm going to the next example. In this next example, friends, I'm going to introduce you to the idea of efficiency, right? Now, what is efficiency? It is similar to like you do, I don't know how many of you ride scooties and or so on. It's similar to rate of, you can call it rate of anything. I mean, rate of work here, but efficiency is the better term. Some people are better at work in terms of the time taken. Some people are more efficient and some people are less efficient. Here we define efficiency as work per unit of time. So for example, if you read this question, I can tell that A does the number of work, that complete work in 10 days. So what is the percentage of work that A does in one day? It's 10%. Or what is A's one day work? It's 1 by 10. So A is usually you would be familiar with this. I think in schools में ये पढ़ाते हैं कि A is ऐसे करो, A is one day work is 1 by 10. ठीक है, आप ऐसे करो, पर एक और तरीका है जो मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ, वो ये है कि आप इसको परसेंटेज में लिख सकते हो, 10% काम किया था। कैसे 10% मैंने किया? क्योंकि यार अगर 10 दिन में आप कंप्लीट कर रहे हो तो एक दिन में आप 10% करोगे, तो ऐसे आप सोचोगे थोड़ा स्मार्ट बनोगे। तो ये दिस इज माय इंटेंशन। ऑलराइट, नाउ दैट इफ यू थिंक ऑफ A's one day work is 1 by 10 or 10%, then what is B's one day work? I think B's one day work also you can find out. B's one day work is 1 by 20. B's one day, I'll improve this writing. B's one day work is 1 by 20. Okay. इसको भी आप परसेंटेज में कर सकते हो, अभी मत करो, अभी हम इसी को सॉल्व करते हैं। नाउ इसका मतलब आई हैव गॉट एफिशिएंसी, एंड यू विल सी दैट अभी जो हमने एफिशिएंसी निकाली है वो अलग है। ये देखो, आप ए की एफिशिएंसी क्या है 1/10, बी की क्या है 1/20। तो ये आप दिस आर नॉट हिंदी, दिस ये अलग है। 1/10 एक की एफिशिएंसी और दूसरे की एफिशिएंसी 1/20, ये दोनों अलग है। आपको क्या करना, अगर ये अलग है तो आप क्वेश्चन को, वर्क जो कंप्लीट हो रहा है प्रोग्रेस में है, तब कितना हुआ, ए ने कितना परसेंटेज किया, फिर उसके बाद बी आया और वो कितना, बाकी उसको कितना काम और करना है। तो इसको पहले सॉल्व करते हैं इस मेथड से, एंड देन आई हैव वन मोर मेथड व्हिच विल सॉल्व, इज नॉट मच स्पेस, विल यूज हियर ओनली। या दिस स्पेस, सो आई एम गोइंग टू सॉल्व दिस फॉर वन मेथड फर्स्ट। तो वो वन मेथड क्या है कि ए ने 5 days में 50% कर लिया होगा, मतलब हाफ ऑफ द वर्क इज डन। तो व्हेन बी कम्स, व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क दैट बी हैज टू डू? दैट इज अगेन, जो पूरा काम है उस, अभी भी आधा बचा है बी के लिए। तो आप इसको परसेंटेज में यू कैन से दैट 50% वर्क इज ऑल्सो लेफ्ट फॉर बी। नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू, यार बताओ बी एक दिन में कितने काम करता है, तो आप बोलोगे सर 1/20 करता है। तो मैं बोलूंगा परसेंटेज होता है, बोल 5% करता है, तो आप इससे भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो। एक दिन में 5% करता है तो कितने दिन में 5% करेगा, 10 दिन लगेंगे। तो आप इससे भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो, बट डोंट गो इन, दिस विल कम एट अ लेटर लेवल। फॉर नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू इज that when B joins, what happens is that what is B's 1 day work? It's 1/20. And what is the amount of work to be done? It's 50%. When you divide the total work to be done by the 1 day work, you will get 10 days, right? Because 20 days में इसने पूरा करना है complete work. So 10 days it will take because half of the work, right? So 10 days it will take for sort of completing the remaining work. Okay, one more way, which is slightly better, maybe, or even I think it's good to know at least आप इसको यूनिट्स में कन्वर्ट करो ए एंड बी के बारे में हमें क्या पता है 10 और 20 टेक द एलसीएम LCM of 10 and 20 is also 20. It can take a bigger number also, it's okay. Now I'll break the units of work. What is A's 1 day work in units? A's 1 day work in units. ये हो जाएगा 20/10. तो वो आएगा 2 units. ठीक है? And similar, how I got this? I got this by 20/2. This 20 I have assumed as the number of units of work. Number of units of work. Similarly, you can figure out B's 1 day work. Now, what is B's 1 day work? Again, whatever the number of units of work is 20, and then you have to divide by the number of number of units of work is 20. जो B है उसका एक दिन में कितना कितना वो काम करता है वो आपको आएगा टोटल नंबर ऑफ डेज से वो है टोटल नंबर ऑफ डेज क्या है टोटल नंबर ऑफ डेज 20 है तो इससे आपको आएगा 1. तो ये है डेज और ये है इसको मैं लिख देता हूँ एक बार सो दैट यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ ये भी 10 होगा. ये है जो कंप्लीट करने में जो पूरे नंबर ऑफ डेज नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स ऑफ वर्क कंप्लीट वाला और ये है नंबर ऑफ डेज. तो इससे आपको एक यूनिट आएगा एंड देन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन गो बैक टू द क्वेश्चन अगेन. आई टोल्ड यू व्हाट प्रोग्रेस. जब ए ने शुरू करा तो उसने एक दिन में 2 यूनिट करा तो 5 दिनों में 10 यूनिट करा होगा. तो 10 प्रोग्रेस नोटिस द प्रोग्रेस 10 यूनिट पे आप ए ने कंप्लीट कर दिया है. So A has also progressed. Now what is left? How many units are left? 10 units are left, which means when B starts, B will do 1 unit. It's like a little slower. So 1, 1, 1, 1, and so on. It will progress and complete the remaining 10 units in 10 days. So that's your answer. 10 days for B, right? Complete answer will be 10 plus 5, but understand that 10 days, 5 plus 10, 15 days, and 10 days for B. That's the complete answer. ओके वंडरफुल वंडरफुल. आई थिंक एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन पे हम आते हैं. मैंने काफी कोशिश करी अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन करने का. आई होप यू गेट दिस. ठीक है एक बार लास्ट क्वेश्चन आप इसको पढ़े. दिस इज वन मोर लास्ट वन क्वेश्चन ऑन ग्रुप ऑफ मेन अगेन टाइम विल वर्क. Okay, this is slightly different. So I want you to pause this video and maybe attempt it yourself, and then I can try and tell you. मैं आपको अगर आप ट्राई कर रहे हो मैं आपको हिंट देता हूँ. आप 2 कॉलम्स बनाओ. जो जो मैन का जो नंबर ऑफ पीपल का कॉलम है और एक टाइम का कॉलम. दिस इज men एंड दिस इज टाइम. ठीक है. अब हम इंफॉर्मेशन देखते हैं क्वेश्चन से. इसमें थोड़ा सा एक ट्रिकीनेस है अगर आप ये फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हो. दिस इज देयर इज स्मॉल थिंग दैट यू नीड टू कंसिडर. दैट स्मॉल थिंग इज दैट यहाँ पे women और men दोनों के बारे में बात कर रखा है. सो 3 men और 5 women टेक 26 डेज. तो हम इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं कि 3 men ने चलो 26 डेज काम करा. देखो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा. हमें women को भी we'll have to bring women in terms of men. We know that 3 men are same as 5 women, and I'll use this information. So 7 men and 10 women, right? I'll convert 10 women into men. For that, I will use, we know that this will be 6 men. Okay. Now, 7 men plus 6 men, how many days? That's your question, finally. Have a look at this table that I've made. If you have had a look at this table, what you will see is that I can go back and I can make a simple fraction, which is 3 men. Always write the time in this part.